A few years back, by the ocean, this little girl in a purple outfit was yelling for her mom to come back to shore. Her mom was out deep, diving for abalone. Yeah, she was one of those sea women who risk it all just to put food on the table. But her mom? She didn't come back right away. She was busy chasing her next catch, trying to sell it to the fish guy's son. One of the other divers told her, "Hey, why not give a little to that sick lady who can't dive anymore?" But the mom shut that down fast. She was like, "I gotta feed my kid first. Can't be helping everybody." When she finally got home, she saw her daughter Ae-sun and got mad. She was like, "Why are you even here? Your dad's gone. I got a new life now. Go stay with your grandma. I ain't your responsibility no more." Ae-sun just wanted to stay and eat with her mom, but her grandma didn't want her either. Said she looked too much like her daughter. Her uncle? Cold-blooded. Didn't even give her the yellow fish she asked for. Even though Ae-sun was right there, her mom still sent her away. But then something clicked. She caught her new man trying to hide some cigarettes. For a diver who lives off breath holding, that's straight up suicidal. Her man then goes, "Why not let the girl stay? She can help around the house, watch the kids." That's when it hit the mom. If Ae-sun stayed, she'd just become another adult too soon. But if she lived with her grandma, at least she could finish school. Later, the mom found a poem Ae-sun had written. It had won second place. The poem hit deep. Ae-sun talked about how her mom only cared about catching abalone, and how scared she was one day the sea would take her for good. She wrote that if she had $100, she'd buy her mom a day off just to see her rest. After reading that, her mom broke down. She finally realized her daughter wasn't just a burden. She actually saw her, understood her pain, her hustle, and still loved her anyway. While Ae-sun was in the kitchen cooking dinner for her grandma's fam, Gwan-sik, the fish guy's son who had a thing for her, showed up with 6 yellow fish. Said it was a gift for the house, but he brought one extra just for Ae-sun, knowing damn well her uncle wasn't feeding her. But before her uncle could even touch the fish, Ae-sun's mom stormed in, mad as hell. She snatched the fish and threw it right back at him, snapping at the whole family for treating her daughter like trash. Then she took Ae-sun with her. Down by the shore, she cleaned her daughter's face and told her she wished they could spend a whole day together. No diving, no stress, just the two of them. She joked that once Ae-sun grew up, she better be handing over $100 a day so Mama could retire. That night, as Ae-sun slept, her mom just watched her peacefully. For once, she felt calm, knowing this little girl actually cared. After that, Ae-sun stayed by her mom's side. One day after school, Ae-sun came home crying. Said she got the most votes to be class president, but they gave her the deputy spot instead, 'cause some rich kid's family pulled strings. Her mom saw her break down, and even though she didn't say much, it hit her hard. So she got up the next day, helped her pregnant sister-in-law under the blazing sun, and picked sesame seeds, just so she could borrow a pearl necklace and show up looking sharp. She went to the school all dressed up, carrying a box of rice cakes for the teacher. Told her they were special. After she left, the teacher opened the box and found an envelope full of cash inside. That teacher? Instantly impressed. Later, walking home, Ae-sun told her mom she didn't want to be a burden, that she was fine with just being the deputy. But her mom shook her head and said, "You ain't the one who's pitiful. I am. So just live your life, baby." That night, she tossed every last cigarette she had into the fire. She was ready to quit. Her daughter had told her when she grows up the first thing she'd buy her was a pearl necklace, and she wanted to live to see that day. But that next summer, everything changed. Her mom got real sick. Other divers begged her not to go into the water, told her, "You won't starve, we got you." But she wasn't the begging type. She'd rather die diving than feel like a charity case. Ae-sun couldn't take it anymore. She snapped, burned her mom's diving suit, stormed out, and threw rocks into the sea, screaming at it for being so cruel. Gwan-sik came up quietly and handed her roasted chicken. She cried while eating and shouted she'd never marry him. That night, her mom woke her up, cooked roasted abalone just for her, and gently painted her nails with garden balsam. She told Ae-sun, "When I'm gone, go live with Grandma. Don't stay here just to serve your stepdad." She wanted her brother to walk Ae-sun down the aisle one day, otherwise she'd cry from the afterlife. With tears in her eyes, she sang Ae-sun to sleep, and passed away. At the funeral, Ae-sun was in a daze. Gwan brought her some hot meat soup, and seeing him made her burst into tears. She missed her mom more than anything. She planned to leave the house, but her stepdad told her he was going out fishing and needed her to take care of the kids until tuna season ended. She gave in. While he was gone, she ran the house, worked the land, with Gwan by her side. He kept showing up with fish, food, even brought her a balsam hairpin. Eventually, she told her stepdad she was tired. Done. He panicked and promised to earn money so she could study literature on the mainland, like she'd always dreamed. So Ae-sun stayed. Years passed. She worked a vegetable stall in the market, right across from Gwan's fish stand. She studied there too, while he helped her open the stall, pulled up a chair for her, swept the place up. The old divers just smiled, knowing her mom would be at peace seeing how he looked after her. Gwan's grandma? Not so happy. She called him a fool for helping Ae-sun and even knocked over her veggie stall. He jumped in, helped clean up, gave his grandma a death stare, and sent her packing. Then he helped Ae-sun change shoes. She told him straight up, "I'm never marrying you. You don't even know classic poetry. I'm marrying someone from Seoul." Gwan just stood there, fidgeting with his sleeves, not saying a word, wishing she'd stop talking like that. Later, in a canola field, Ae-sun saw the fish he brought and laughed bitterly, saying she didn't need his pity. But Gwan looked away, tight-lipped and stubborn. He wasn't doing all this out of pity. He'd been following her for 10 years. She kept asking, "Why? Why are you like this?" And he just couldn't hold it in anymore. Gwan took her hand, stepped in, and kissed her. Years had passed. Ae-sun was finally feeling a little peace. She was happy, or so she thought. But when she got home that day, her little sister was nowhere. She searched the house. Then boom! There they were. Her stepdad and his new chick hiding in the freaking closet. The girlfriend didn't want nothing to do with Ae-sun. She was already scheming to kick her out. So Ae-sun stepped up, asked her stepdad about the college money he promised. But the girlfriend laughed. College? He's broke. He's already drowning in debt. That's when it hit Ae-sun. Nobody was going to save her. She had to save herself. She turned to her uncle and one last shot, but he had his own plan. Quit school. Work in a factory in Busan. You'll get a room, some food, and send half your pay back here. Nah. Ae-sun had had enough of that family using her, so she went to Gwan-sik, the only person who ever showed up for her. Tears in her eyes, she asked if his farm had space. She begged him to talk to his grandma, because at that point, she had no one left. Feeling crushed, she cried. Said maybe she'd just end up marrying some local guy and live a life she'd never wanted. Gwan? That fool started reciting her favorite poem, right there, out loud, like an idiot. Ae-sun snapped, "You're seriously the one I gotta live with? A clown like you?" But he just held her close. Didn't even try with his grandma. He had another plan. They were gonna run away together. He grabbed money from his house. She stole jewelry from her stepdad's girlfriend, dressed up in her clothes. Before they left, she told Gwan, "No going back. We ride this out together." He kissed her, all in, and they jumped on a ferry to Busan. Then, drama. The ferry crew wanted IDs. Gwan, panicking, tried to bribe him with a ring, but Ae-sun? She stepped up, bold. "We're married," she told them, "not some runaway kids." Once they landed in Busan, they hit up a pawn shop, tried to sell the jewelry, but the owner got nosy, asked too many questions, and honest Gwan slipped up, said they ran away. Boom, deal was off. No money. Broke and tired, they went to a motel. Offered a ring as payment. The owner smiled like he understood. Thought they were honeymooners. Gave him a room, 2 bowls of ramen, and a bottle of soju on the house. But when they woke up the next morning, everything was gone. Luggage, cash, wiped clean. They asked the motel guy what happened. He shrugged. You two walked in empty-handed, lying straight to their faces, and when they pushed back, he threatened to call the cops. Out on the street, sitting on the curb, Ae-sun broke down again, but she wasn't done yet. That night, another woman checked into the same motel. The owner tried the same game, but Ae-sun and Gwan warned her, keep the lights on. Don't drink anything. Once the owners were asleep, they snuck back in. Gwan went for the cash box. Ae-sun searched for her mom's photo, but she spotted her old hairpin on a little girl. When she tried to grab it, the kid screamed, busted. Gwan dropped the cash and lunged at the owner. Cops came and arrested them both. At the station, the police were brutal, yelled at them, slammed folders, said they brought shame on themselves for running away. Gwan's mom showed up. First thing she asked, where's the jewelry? When she heard the truth, she stormed the motel, cussed out the owner, chased off every guest. Owner got mad and grabbed her hair. They started throwing hands in the middle of the lobby. Cops had to break it up. Next morning, that same shady motel lady tried pawning the jewelry, but the jeweler recognized it, snitched her out. Police arrested her. Gwan's mom got everything back and dragged the two of them home. But word spreads fast. Back on Jeju Island, the whole village knew. Ae-sun was expelled. People whispered, judged. Her uncle said, you're done. Even a factory won't hire you now. No man will take you. Unless it's Gwan. Gwan begged his family to let them marry, but his dad said no. She's an orphan. She got kicked out of school. She only has a middle school diploma. Gwan was stunned. He only got suspended. But Ae-sun, expelled? Ae-sun's grandma told him the truth. When a boy runs off, they call him brave. When a girl does it, she's ruined. His mom didn't fight him head on. She played smart. Went straight to Ae-sun, said, don't ruin Gwan's future. Let him go. That cut deep. So next time Gwan came by, Ae-sun told him she wouldn't marry him. Then her family started setting her up. Some 30-year-old divorced dude with a kid. Promised to send her to college in 10 years if she behaved. Said he'd even help her publish poetry. If she had 3 kids first. Ae-sun felt trapped, hopeless. But the village divers, her mom's old friends, they weren't having it. They stormed Gwan's place, shouting for justice. Gwan showed up to her house with a mountain of fish, begged the elders to let him marry her. She deserves better than that old guy, he said. But her uncle clapped back. She's the one who turned him down. That's when Gwan's grandma stepped in and said, boy, maybe ask what your mama told that girl. Yo, so Ae-sun came back with the guy she got set up with. But Gwan's wasn't having it. He grabbed her and dragged her to this field full of canola flowers. Dude got down bad, begged her to marry him, even slid a ring on her finger. But Ae-sun? She hit him with that cold truth. Said the other guy could pay for her college and help her get her poems published. Gwan's swore he'd hustle, make a life for her with his own 2 hands. But she was scared. Scared he'd throw away his dreams as an athlete just for her. So what'd she do? Tossed the ring into the flowers and shut him down again, without even saying the words. He asked her, am I holding you back? Same thing his mama asked him earlier. This time, Ae-sun didn't dodge it. She owned it. Told him to let go. After he walked away, she searched that whole field for the ring, but never found it. They went their separate ways. Gwan's chased his dream, signed up for athletic competitions. On the day he was leaving by boat, Ae-sun was at the tailor's shop, getting clothes made. The dude with her started bad-mouthing Gwan's, calling him disrespectful. Ae-sun wasn't having it. She stood up for him, and the guy got salty. He reminded her, "You want that university money? You better play your part." But Ae-sun snapped, said she didn't want his money. The guy's like, "Then why you trying to marry me?" Her answer, "I got no home, no other choice." Even while saying that, her heart was with Gwan's. She even asked the guy to hire her as a nanny. He was like, "Nah, my wife handles that stuff." His plan? Marry a girl who'd clean for his mom and raise his 2 kids like it was a job. Ae-sun stared at the wall clock and something hit her. She ran all the way back to the dock, but she was too late. The boat had already dipped. She screamed Gwan's name with all she had. And Gwan's? He heard her. He begged the captain to turn around. The dude was like, "This ain't Uber, bro." So Gwan's did the wildest thing, jumped straight into the sea, swam like his life depended on it. His mom and grandma were on shore watching, regretting they ever let that boy learn to swim. Gwan's made it to her. They hugged like they were the only 2 people left in the world. 8 months later, they had a baby girl, made during their runaway trip to Busan. That little girl made them feel like they owned the world. Ae-sun stopped caring about college, and Gwan's never looked back at his shot at a gold medal. Life was sweet, but living with the in-laws? Not so much. His mom was pressed for a grandson. She made Ae-sun bow like 3,000 times in front of Buddha to prove her sincerity. On the way back, her grandma started throwing red beans at her, scared her dead mama's spirit would latch on. Still, Ae-sun made time to check in on her siblings, helping out her stepmom, changing diapers and all that. One day, her stepmom gifted her a tricycle for the baby. Grandma flipped out, said tricycles were for boys. Mom-in-law co-signed the nonsense and told her to trade it in for candy. That night, Grandma tried to play Cupid again, hinting it was time for baby number 2. Ae-sun, dead tired, told Gwan's, "Keep the tricycle. If I can't stand up for something this small, our daughter's going to grow up stuck in a kitchen like me." Gwan's was like, "Then flip the table. I got you." That lit her up. Next morning, Gwan's came through with a brand new trike, told his mom she could swap it for candy if she really wanted, but he wasn't taking it away. Mealtime was wild in that house. Men and Grandma ate at the main table, women got stuck in the corner. But Gwan sat next to Ae-sun and gave her all his peas because she loved him. Then he told the whole fam, "From now on, I'm eating here with her." Life was still tough, but love made it lighter. Soon, Ae-sun got pregnant again. Grandma decided their daughter should become a haenyeo, deep sea diver, to bring in cash. Ae-sun was done. She went off. No way her daughter was going to suffer like her mom, dying from lung problems because of that exact job. Grandma slapped her, tossed red beans, and kicked her out. Gwan's came home and saw the chaos. He snapped, told everyone straight, "She married me, not this house. We're out." They moved into a small spot, broke but free. Rent started stacking up until they found out someone named Island Virtue paid it off. They had no clue who it was. Gwan's was out fishing, but he was hurting. Ae-sun noticed and went to the captain's house with a gift, only to find out it was that guy from her old setup. His wife spilled the tea, said her husband treated Gwan's like trash and delayed their trip home when he was injured. Ae-sun stormed to the dock and saw that same dude hitting Gwan's. She didn't hold back, called him worse than a dog, said Gwan's was done working for him, then kicked him. They stayed broke, but their love held them together. Their daughter, Gum-yang, grew up. When she started dating, her man's mom looked down on her because they were poor. Told her to be a quiet housewife. But Gum-yang wasn't built like that. She dumped the dude, no hesitation. Back home, Ae-sun was sorting shoes. Gum-yang had tons. She said maybe growing up poor made her want to buy more when she finally could. Ae-sun thought her daughter was stressed from work and said, "Maybe quit, settle down." But Gum-yang snapped. She didn't want to live like her mom, struggling and broke. Ae-sun just smiled. If I had to choose again, I'd still pick Gwan's. And speaking of Gwan's, he came home that day with a bag full of peas. Gum-young felt it. Her parents remembered every little thing they couldn't give her and tried to make up for it, even years later. Time passed. Gwan's got sick, legs weak, health fading, but he held Ae-sun's hand and promised he'd never let her leave this world alone. After Gwan's quit his job, things got tight. They had no food. Ae-sun cried, felt helpless. Her grandma's house was broke too. One night her grandma showed up late, gave her a passbook with money her mom left behind, said it was enough for Gwan's to buy a boat and become a captain. Ae-sun broke down. Her mama had planned this all along. With that cash, Gwan's finally bought his own boat. Just as they were celebrating, Ae-sun's water broke. They rushed to the hospital. Their baby boy was born. Life slowly got better. Her in-laws even came around. Gwan's was still worried his mom might act up, but Ae-sun told him, "I gave you a son and made you a captain. What more she want?" Then Gwan's hit her with a surprise. He bought her childhood home. The same house where she used to run through the mountain trails just to see her mama. Now it was hers again. They took a family photo out front. Later, she had another dream. Her mama showed up, telling her the neighbor got a new truck. Thought it was shade at Gwan's for not being rich. But when she woke up with pain, she realized, nah, it was a warning. She woke up Gum-young, rode to the hospital with the neighbor, and gave birth to their third kid. So after Ae-sun got back on her feet, she watched the South Korean presidential elections unfold. Meanwhile, in her small village, they were voting for their own chairperson and vice chair. The people had her back, and boom, Ae-sun got elected vice chair. Now, during that time, the government was cracking down on people for dancing. Yeah, you heard that right. Dancing. So Ae-sun, now part of this local enforcement team, ends up searching the women's restroom at a dance studio, and guess what? She finds the chairperson's wife and daughter hiding in there. And this man, he had a real bad temper. When his wife tried escaping through the window and made a noise, Ae-sun stepped in and covered for them. She even took the heat, acted like she was the one who'd be arrested just so no one would follow them. The chairperson's wife later thanked Ae-sun, opened up about her life with her emotionally abusive husband, and said how dancing was her only peace. Said Ae-sun looked classy, like a lady with no struggles.